Greetings and welcome to Girl, What Don't You Know? I'm Marilyn Green, the hostess with the mostest. You may know me from my other podcast, all up under Girl, Who Don't You Know? I have Snapshot, I have Chatting It Up. How did this one, Girl, What Don't You Know, come about? Well, people always say and still say, you are a know it all in a very sarcastic manner, right? And I said to myself, okay, self, you do know a lot. So this podcast is about my lived know a lots. Okay, so today, please stay tuned because I am going to talk about procrastination. Yes, I am because we all do it, but some do it more than others, and sometimes it can be challenging because they have all these dreams inside, right? But they never get it to come true. So I'm going to give you four types of procrastinators, four, and I'm going to give you strategies to overcome them. So stay tuned. Yeah. Yeah. Greetings, and welcome. I'm here, Marilyn Green, the hostess with the mostest, right? And I am here on my podcast, Girl, What Don't You Know? All right. So, as I promised, I'm going to be talking about procrastination. Procrastination gets everybody, right? Because maybe you just don't know what to do. Maybe you don't know when to do it. Maybe it's so many different maybes. You don't know. But this is one thing I don't want you to procrastinate on today. I think I need you to subscribe. I want you to like me. And I want you to set that notification bell because you need to come on back. I got a whole bunch of know a lots. Okay, so let's just jump into it. We're talking about procrastination. The first thing I'm going to give you is 10 time wasters. The first one is waiting for inspiration. How many people did that? How many people done that? You're waiting, and it may come, but you might miss it, right? The next one is, oh, wow, this is a big one. Big time waster. Worrying about what people will say. You know what they say. They're going to talk about you if you do good. They're going to talk about you if you don't do nothing. They're going to talk about you if you do bad. You're just going to get talked about it. So guess what? You're not immune. Then the next one they got on here, the top 10 time wasters, is complaining. We complain so much of what we don't have, what we need, and all that. I say, just do it. Jump into it. Go for it. Be fearless. As I used to tell my sons, if you go down the wrong road, guess what? Just turn around. It's like, that's a no-brainer. All right. Trying to please everybody. Everybody is not going to like what you're doing. When I started my podcast and I gave the name of one of my podcasts, a Girl, Who Don't You Know? Some people came to me and say, oh, that's goofy. That's corny. Let's go back to the 60s. I don't like that name. But guess what I know? 95% of the people say, oh, I really like that name. That name is so catchy, right? But I could have took that 5% and not even launch, not even do it. This is what, 4.5 years now. But I did. I wasn't trying to please nobody, but what God wanted me to do. He gave me the name. I did it. All right. Okay. The next one, comparing yourself. Okay. She got about 2,000 million viewers and I only got 145, 100, whatever. I can't compare myself to her because I don't know what they're doing. All I need to do is to not waste my time even thinking about them or seeing them or thinking about trying to keep up with the Joneses. You know what they say. Number 6, repeating the same mistakes. If you go down the road and you know it's the wrong road, you turn around, but you just turn around in a circle basically and go down the same road again. Don't repeat the same mistakes. As an entrepreneur, most of the time you're going to have to pivot. What worked, 2 years ago, it's not working. I started on Facebook. I started talking to my son, and I moved to YouTube. Had I known with Girl Who Don't You Know, I would have started on YouTube, but I didn't. But coming with this one, Girl, What Don't You Know, it's YouTube all the way. I am not going to do the same mistake. All right. Perfectionism. Woo-wee. That's a good one right there. Trying to make sure that all the stars align, right? I got to have this. And guess what? This never comes. So what you do, you're wasting your time. Just jump in and just do it. Okay. I say this, if you do it and it's not perfect, it's okay. All right. It's what you wanted to produce. You can always pivot. You can always add to it, but you got to start sometime, somewhere with somebody. You got to do it. Okay. Here it is. Lack of priorities. You might be saying, I think I'm going to go and have fun and kick it all the time. And you know that you got dishes in the sink. You know you need to mop. You know you need to do all that. So why are you out there? You ain't got your priorities straight. You do not have your priorities straight. So how about the fear of failure? Ooh, this is a big time waster, because you're afraid that once you become successful, which you will if you just started, you might go into number 2, which is worrying about what people say. So you scared you're going to fail before you even get out the blocks, before you start the race. You already saying, this ain't going to go good, okay? They not going to like this, I'm not going to do good. So, they talk about self-sabotaging. So that's a time waster, right? What I say, change the channel on your mind and move forward. All right, number 10, not living your life. That's a time waster, okay? Waiting for something to happen. Go live your life, okay? Live your life to the fullest. You do you, I'll do me. Okay, so those are the top 10 time wasters. Waiting for inspiration, worrying about what people say, complaining, trying to please everybody, repeating the same mistakes, comparing yourself to others, perfectionism, lack of priorities, the fear of failure, and not living your life. All right, so let's jump right into it right now that you know some of the things that you're doing is some of the time wasters, right? So when we talk about procrastination, you're doing these things to yourself because you're probably on those top 10 time wasters. I know I am. All right. Okay, so the first procrastinator is this, the performer. All right. And I have to reference where I got this from. It's Ali Schiller and Marissa Bolsberg. They have an article, I believe, called Accountability Works. So I got these strategies. I got these procrastinations people from them. The first one is that, and I know I say this, I work well under pressure. You are the performer. Your biggest challenge is getting started, right? You should have been done that term paper. You should have been turned in that report, but you wait till the last minute because you said, oh, I work well under pressure. But guess what? Let me tell you what that does. Your body don't work well under pressure. You subjected to that. And then when you start getting anxiety, when you're upset, when you got stomach problems, headaches, all those type of things, you brought it on yourself, right? Okay, so here is the solution. It says flip the script and set a start date. When you focus on when you're going to begin a task and not when you hope to end it, you take a tremendous amount of pressure off of yourself. Okay, set a start date. I'm going to start it today and I'm going to start it today, right? That's a performer who's saying, I just like to wait till the last minute, and I can say that. I say, you know what? I do well under pressure. I like to do it like this because it's almost as if that it's the last minute. I'll get it done, right? But trying to train myself to say, eat a little bit, eat a little bit, eat a little bit, and eat the whole elephant, right? So Let's go to the next one. The overbooker, right? That's me too. The overbooker who says, I'm so busy. All right. The biggest challenge, they say here, creating chaos to avoid facing what you know you need to face right now. All right. You know what you got to do, but you overbook yourself. So you are over here, over there, everywhere. Let's go back to housework. I talk about myself on this one. I know I need to do that. I know I need to go wash a load of clothes, but instead, guess what I'm doing? If you know me a little bit, I'm looking at Netflix. And the craziest part of that is that I am busy. I'm busy relaxing. Yes, I am. But the saddest thing about this part about me is that my washer and dryer is downstairs in the room where I look at TV in the same area. But why? I can't do it. Okay? So, what did they say do? Your solution is take a moment of introspection. Ask yourself, what am I really avoiding? By doing all these different things, what you trying to escape from? Okay, what is it? Ask yourself that, and that will stop you from procrastinating. All right, let's go to the next one. It's the big word, the self-deprecator. Whoa. The self-deprecator says, I am so lazy right now. I'm just tired. I'm just lazy. The biggest challenge is that you don't know how to take a break. We already know you're going to say you don't have time to rest, but yet you do. Now, it's difficult for me to figure out why did these authors of this article say that this was a procrastinator, okay? Because let's go to the solution. The solution is try taking a walk to give yourself space and to begin to rebuild your energy. Not sure about that, but I want to be true to what their article was about. So it's a self-deprecator. All right, the next one, and I know who you all know about this one, the novelty seeker. The novelty seeker who says, I just had the best idea. How many people out there got a whole bunch of ideas, got a whole list of them? And your biggest issue is what? I can't complete none of them. Right? I know you're out there. And I know you got some great ideas, and you always have ideas. You're a visionary, right? But the problem with visionary, and I'll say this from just Marilyn talking, is that they don't hook up with accountability partners that will help them move to the next level. They stay on one forever, and then they don't know how to go to two, right? They stay on one, and maybe their two might be another idea and another idea and another idea, and they never get anything done. So what's your solution? It says, make it stick. Literally, write down new ideas or projects on a sticky note, but don't pursue them, here it is, until you finish what you are currently working on. Okay? Now, I work on many different projects all the time, but I compartmentalize them, and I've talked about this before. I compartmentalize them. I work over here for a minute. I work over here for a minute. So I'm getting everything done based on what I want to get done on that particular project, but everybody's moving. Everything's moving, right? So make it stick. Write it down. Put it on a Post-it note. Get a smart board. Put it up there, okay? And be true to it. I'm going to start on this one, then I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to do this one, okay? So those are the four. What did we say? We said the overbooker, we said the performer, we said the self-deprecator, and we said the novelty seeker. So let's get down here, okay? Let's talk about me for a minute, and this might help you. Let me tell you about my procrastination, and I talk about it like it's a person, because basically it is. It's a person. My procrastination is not friendly. It gets me in a lot of trouble, procrastinating. It causes stress in my life. Okay, you know what I said about, hey, I wait till the last minute. I am totally stressed out, messing up my body, got a headache, I'm sick. I ain't gonna get it done. I'm shaking, okay? I'm praying to God, God help me, help me, help me. I'm just all the way, all over the board, just gone. Okay. It makes me mad with myself. That's my procrastination. It's probably y'all's too. Okay. It is paralyzing and debilitating. It can just have you just stuck, froze, and you don't do nothing. That's my procrastination. I'm not talking about y'all, but I am. Okay. It's difficult to fight as well. It's always easy, as my mom would say, it's always easy just to do nothing. It's always easy. You can sit around and eat bonbons or whatever forever. All right. It's a barrier. It stops me from crossing over to completion. Right. And a timely, it just stops me. And it's like, I recognize that procrastination is here. I recognize it, but I seem like I can't fight it. It's in my makeup, but I guess we have to reprogram ourselves. Okay. And I use it as a crutch. All right. I use my procrastination as a crutch. Okay. I'll be somewhere doing something else. Right. And I can justify what I'm doing. Right. And I'm going to tell you about a book later on called The Art of Procrastination. So, okay. So how do you stop procrastination for real? This is what I thought about. Okay. And you're going to say, Marilyn, I know you're just a little wild. I know I am. But I'm visual. So I'm going to give you a visualization so you can stop it too. All right. When I was writing this PowerPoint, and this is a PowerPoint because I do talk about this in other places. When I was doing this, the first thing that came to my mind was a song by one of my favorite artists is Good Morning, Heartache, Billie Holiday. I love Billie Holiday. And when I thought about it, when she's singing, she's actually singing like it's a person. She's singing as if it's her BFF. And you all know what that is, a best friend forever. And it can be, right? So consider your procrastination as someone, and I'll help you on this, that knocks on your door in your mind and just basically you can't keep your mind off of it. You can't, I don't care if you go, they knock, they come in, they sit down, no matter what, you're going to keep going back. You're going to keep looking at them. You're going to keep doing that. That's procrastination. So this is what I did. Consider it your best friend, right? Give it credence. It is happening, right? Then you do what you do when you don't like nobody in your house. What you do? You put them out. That's the same thing. You have to name your procrastination, okay? Name what it is. Is it slowfulness? Is it I'm tired? Is it whatever? Give it a name, all right? And when you name it, you can tame it. If you don't name what it is and stuff, it's going to continue to plague you and come in your house, come in your mind and sit down and stay as long as it wants to stay. You have the control. So I name mine and I can tell when it's coming over me and I'm like, come on, Marilyn, come on. All right. So make sure that you can visualize the procrastination. Consider it a person coming to your house, knocking on your door and wanting to come in. You let them in. They sit down. All right. Just like Billie Holiday says, good morning, heartache. Sit down. She knew what was going on, that she was going to have a heartache. Come on in here and sit down. So that's about my procrastination. That's me trying to help you to stop procrastinating. Does it take time? It does. I'm not saying it's an overnight sensation and you're just going to start doing everything. It's going to be like whatever. It takes time. But the best time to start is right now, right? So just start it. Just start working on that type of strategy. Simple as it is. That's my know a lot on procrastination. Now, let me give you two books that I like. The first book is called The Art of Procrastination, and it's by Harry G. Frankfurt. Frank, F is in Frank, U-R-T. The Art of Procrastination. The second book is Brian Tracy's Eat That Frog. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Anyway, those are the two books that you may need to invest in or find a review on them or get some points or something from them. But those books right there, I believe, will help you to move forward as well as you work on visualizing your procrastination and naming it, and taming it. So that's all I got for today. Okay. That's from Marilyn Green's Girl, What Don't You Know? Okay. And that's my know a lot on procrastination. So could you please like, subscribe, set your notification bell. All right. Until next time, I thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye.